Hello, welcome everybody to AEL 2022 season. My name is Matty, coming to you live with my main man. It is Tuesdays, and Luther, how you doing, mate?
Absolutely fantastic. Matt, of course, was around it helping out with AEL at Oz Comic Con earlier today, and getting to catch up with everyone working with AEL, and now getting to cast some University League for them as well. So absolutely thrilled to be on broadcast yet again. Absolutely thrilled to be here bringing you some Counter-Strike action, because that's at the end of the day what we're here to see. Some lovely CS being played out by our two Uni League teams. But of course, we've got some lovely sponsors to thank, of course, helping us to put on the show tonight. And we're starting, of course, with Predator. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. Predator are the gaming PC partners of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator puts power and precision in your hands. Elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator. So yeah, huge shout outs to them. Also shout out to AOC for the best viewing experience. AOC is the global leader in monitor display technology. For more than 50 years, AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. Today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming. And of course, thanks to RIG, what it takes to win. RIG develops headsets delivering a superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the RIG team and enhance your gaming experience.
Yeah, big shout out to all of the wonderful sponsors this evening, and things are looking pretty good so far, Luther, aren't they? Obviously, we did have a game last night. I believe me and Emperor covered that one. It was some pretty awesome gameplay to start off the season here for the AEL League, to say the least. But, speaking of awesome games, we got another awesome game coming to you live pretty shortly as well. And speaking of, let's talk about it right now. As you can see here, UNSW Roar coming up against ANU eSports to kick things off for our second day of the AEL CSGO League.
Yeah, again, both universities that we've seen quite a fair bit of in previous seasons of the AEL, of course, so definitely no new entrants to this one here. Not sure what the exact rosters are joining the server tonight for both of these sides, but definitely both university clubs that have been kind of in this Counter-Strike scene and have been around playing this University League for quite some time, with a multitude of different rosters and things like that, whole different levels of expertise coming through. So again, coming through with the latest iteration of both of these unis rosters. Should be very interesting to see who exactly has studied up, who exactly has been, putting in the hard work, and how that pays off when it gets into this best of two coming up for us. So we're going to have our first map over on Dust 2, and then followed up by some Mirage action. We'll see how both of these matches go.
Pretty keen to get into these matches. Obviously, seeing a bit of Dust 2 and Mirage, it's pretty common coming out throughout most of map vetoes all throughout our oceanic region. So definitely, I guess, more expected maps to come through from the teams here. Definitely does help promote a more loose playstyle as well, as you see teams, who like to play a little bit more free-flowing with a bit less structure, definitely do have a tendency to pick towards maps like your Dust 2 or your Mirage, because that's what you'll see throughout, obviously, the pickup games that might be coming through there throughout the region. So definitely keen to see what they're going to be able to do heading into this team setting here, trying to represent both of their respective universities. Looks like we're still just waiting for the players to hightail their way into the server at the moment, though. So we got about, I think it's 3 out of 10 at the moment, as you can see on your screens there. So hopefully they'll be able to rise up together pretty soon. But in the meantime, Luther, how are things going with you, mate? How's your lovely Saturday been? All's well?
Yeah, very lovely, of course. Again, like I was saying, was over at Oz Comic Con today. I was around at the AEL booth where just got to see plenty of good stuff there. Got to see all those sponsors in action, of course. Saw the RIG headsets hooked up to some consoles, things like that. Got to see those lovely AOC monitors in display. They had like a bunch of those ultra wides up, playing like videos of bunch of the different games, of course, that the Uni League has had on offer before. And got to see plenty of those Predator laptops all running different games, and people having a really good time there. So getting to be part of that certainly was quite the experience, of course. Thanks to everyone there who had me on today. It was quite a fun time, and now absolutely blessed to be here, coming back with some Counter-Strike action. I think I saw you casting last night. I think they had the video of I think they had the video of you casting with ZK last night on one of the laptops or something there. So I think I grabbed a photo of it or something, but got to see your face pop in. So
you love to see it, Luther. And hey, man, you know, maybe if you see something on the laptops again, you might see your face too. Who knows? I don't know what the team's doing today, but oh well, hopefully the team's doing well. Great to hear that you were helping out the AEL team there at Oz Comic Con as well. Really impressed to see that, you know, they're able to have that representation in all different walks of life in terms of the oceanic region there. So definitely eager to see a bit more come out from AEL heading into the rest of the year, as well as I'm sure that Oz Comic Con won't be the last place that you see them. You might have them appear at another event or two here in the future, but we'll wait and see about that one. Regardless though, looks like we do have a few players now getting their way into the server. T side obviously completely filled. CT side more rather. Just got 1 player out of 5 at the moment, so 4 more to go. Hopefully they will be joining us sooner rather than later. But hey, we'll see, Luther. We'll see. But regardless, obviously you had a fun time at Oz Comic Con there. How are things in general over in the Queensland side of things? Is it pretty warm? Because I know down in the southeast side of things here in Melbourne, things are pretty nice and sunny today, man.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, honestly. Overall, like we've had a little bit of rain coming out over the last few days. Yeah. Not quite, you know, the floods level, of course, thankfully, but oh yeah, but coming back home yesterday, it was just absolutely pouring down. I got the train back home and just seeing rain just completely covering the windows and all of that. Very nice sight, but today it wasn't too hot, thankfully. It was really nice. You know, again, I was in the convention center for most of the day, so just having that aircon on blast, of course, always helping out a little bit with Queensland weather. You know how it is, but starting to get cooler a bit, so not quite the scorches that we've had. But speaking of something being quite warm, perhaps that server is on fire as it seemingly has crashed away there. Maybe not quite that extreme, but we obviously are just having some kind of issue with that. So hopefully should be getting into it rather shortly.
Yeah, we'll see what the go is there, mate. Hopefully it recovers soon. I've just taken it back to just the 2 of us for now while we do seek to resolve that wonderful issue it seems to have arose there. But it's all right, you know. Started off with a burning fire, so then the players can ignite their gameplay as we do head our way into the server. Probably just a little bit of a restart coming through there. I think that yeah, it looks like we're just getting a call from our admin team. Server's going to be back up in a sec, so that's good. Seems that players are having a little bit too much fun, perhaps, but you know, I can understand it, Luther, because they're so eager and excited to get this game underway. So, I mean, if they want to have some fun before the game kicks off, you know, have some rather rowdy shenanigans, then why not? Why not?
Why not? Why not? Yeah. Big shout outs to our admin for tonight, of course, Nitro stepping on board for that one, and I think BK around as well, although he's usually around for the Uni League matches. I know that he was doing some work on that today, but he's currently up here in Brisbane just sitting on his laptop. So, but shout outs, of course, to our lovely AEL admins who have been working so hard getting all these games underway for all of the different teams participating in the AEL. Of course, there have been a lot of sign-ups, I believe, in this season overall. I think something like 30 teams for Counter-Strike, if I remember off the top of my head. I think over 50 for Rocket League, I remember being told. It's been really great to see the level of participation and just the sheer numbers coming out. So, you know, there have been a lot of games going on. Of course, we can't get to broadcast every single one of them, but there's been so much coming forth. So yeah, again, huge shout out to our admin team who have been just on top of this all and really getting these matches done and getting everything sorted, and are there, you know, through the rest of the through the rest of the season, just doing the hard work. Yeah.
Couldn't agree with you more there, Luther. Big shout out to all of our lovely admins just putting in the hard yards there. Hopefully we will see a bit more to come through shortly. Looks like we are just waiting for the things to kick off once again here. Hopefully shouldn't be too long though. Looks like players should be getting back in pretty soon, maybe or not, maybe. Nah, we'll find out shortly. But Luther, if you could take any map out of the map pool and switch it for something else, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question, Matt. That's Because on one hand, I really want to say Mirage because it's so overplayed, but
Oh,
at the same
true.
time, I would love to see Mirage get a facelift, I reckon. I think, you know, it's been a while since we've seen Valve like do one of those spring cleaning updates, you know, where they take a map that's a bit overplayed or take a map that's kind of been in there for some time and, you know, spruce things up, get things all in order. I think Mirage would be a pretty good candidate. Take it out for a bit, remake the map. It'd be really cool to see. But if I had to choose any other maps, I'd probably say not quite the biggest Ancient fan myself.
Oh, you've
Yeah.
done me an injustice.
I'm warming to
Luther.
it. I'm warming to it, though. I'm warming to it.
It's
but
the
I miss
best
Train.
map, man. Honestly, it is just goated. I've loved it ever since it's come into the pool, mate. I've been a full Ancient supporter. If you want to get rid of any of the new maps, mate, just completely just get rid of Vertigo. Honestly, see you later.
Oh,
Get rid of it. I don't
yeah.
want it. Get it out. Bring back Cobble, mate.
nah, Cobble's a good map in its own right. Don't get me wrong, but compared to the other maps in the pool, I don't know. I think it needs some kind of change around before it becomes viable again. But I think, I don't know. I'd miss Train. I honestly miss Train if we're gonna talk about putting a map back in. Train's just always had this sort of presence in CS, and it's a shame not to see because again, pro level Train, some really exciting matches there, a lot of strategic depth. It's a good map.
No, I definitely agree with you there, Luther. I reckon that Train coming back into the pool would definitely be a positive thing, honestly. Because I really loved some of the plays that did come through from teams there. Obviously, there's a lot of different levels to it. A lot of verticality, to say the least. But unfortunately, we probably might never see it again. Who knows? All depends on the big shots there at Valve. I'm sure that maybe in the next year or two, we might see, you know, another change, perhaps. You know, maybe they bring something like Train back, maybe a bit of cash or cash, however you'd like to say it. That could come back. That'd be nice, but
I'd be down for that.
there's a mixed opinion on that one, right? Because, like, some players are really warm to cash or cash, and others just pretty sick of it. Like, they don't want it to come back. I think they're, like, pretty bored of it. So, I don't know. We'll see what does come through in actuality, though. Speaking of coming through, Luther, we've got 9 out of 10 players in the server at the moment, so that's looking pretty good. Looks like we're on a positive track. Yeah, we're getting there, mate. We're getting there. Hopefully, we can get things underway very shortly, but who knows? We might just be able to bring through something a little more heading into the future. Regardless, though, Luther, I'm definitely eager to see what is in store for CSGO heading into the future, as we were talking about before, because, you know, even if we talk about the old maps, right, maybe Valve just flip the switch entirely, and they just bring a completely new map to the table, something that we wouldn't even think of. Like, do you think that's
they did
a
it with
possibility?
Ancient.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there's that potential there, you know? Maybe they bring in Santorini.
That actually would be a good move. I'm not gonna lie. I would very much appreciate some Santorini. But also, going back on what you said about Cash, yeah, fair division between a lot of the players, but I just want to make it very clear, I am a massive Cash enjoyer here. I absolutely love that map. I played the hell out of it when I was playing a lot of CS, when I was playing like a lot of amateur leagues and stuff like that, and really getting into it when it was in the map pool. It was my favorite map then, and you know what? It still, honestly, is up there for me. So yeah, Cash absolutely king.
Yeah, I can respect it, mate. Cash is king. 100%. You'll love to see it. Nah, I reckon that'd be great fun to see that come back into the pool, man. Even if they just brought it back, right, for like a show match or something, you know, I reckon that would be absolutely legendary. You know, you just bring on like, I don't know, like at the major, you bring on Sponge, Machine, or like something crazy like that, just into like a little show match with the pros or something, and they're playing on Cash, man. That would be so sick. I reckon they could definitely get some viewership out of that. Who knows? Maybe we'll see something like that in the AEL in the future. You hear that, admins? We got ideas. Maybe.
Yep.
Nah, we'll be live soon, though, guys.
Nitro, if you're listening, instead of fixing the servers and putting out fires left and right, just saying, we're giving you some ideas for some content here. But we should be getting some real content underway as far as this matchup goes through. Of course, it's going to be the UNSW Roar versus ANU eSports. And I want to know, we're streaming across multiple platforms. We've got the stream up on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, as far as I'm aware. But each of them have chats. And I want to know, who do you think is going to be taking this one away? Let us know what you think. Let us know any score predictions, anything like that, because I want to see some support. I want to see your love for these uni teams as they get underway with map number 1.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to everyone who has come to tune in to the Uni League here tonight. Obviously, the teams definitely appreciate all your support, and it's really great to see that, you know, there's people who are definitely keen on seeing all of their mates play, or maybe if you just support the team in general. Big shout out to all of you for coming along this evening to check out all of this wonderful AEL CSGO action. And a big shout out to our lovely sponsors this evening as well. But looks like we are going to be getting closer and closer towards pulling things together at the moment. And speaking of it, there we go. Game shall start. Game shall begin. Let's get this one going right now, Luther. As we go head first into the first map of this series, it will be Dust 2, followed by Mirage, UNSW Roar on CT, ANU eSports on T. Let's do this.
Now getting started, of course, on map number 1. Over on Dust 2, we're going to see the classic kind of push coming out. ANU just sending all 5 players over towards long. Flash to pop out as they make their approach over towards the site. UNSW playing rather passive over towards long, with the exception of Min swinging out, managing to find 2 shots, going for a third, but not quite able to do so as DA able to cross over. Surfwest left trying to defend the site, but it will be pushed away. Tagged down to 16 HP, can't fight, just has to wait for his teammates to get back up and go for the retake, which they'll be able to approach quite swiftly here as Gibbs and Surfwest just push up and find those kills.
Great start there for the Roar. You can see that you are really going to be feeling their Roar heading in to round number 1 here, as they will be able to take it away 1-0 in the lead there. Certainly going to be feeling confident heading in to this next one. We'll see what else will come through, as it looks like the CT's just going to be picking up their stock standard buy so far. Just looking to get a few rifles through there. T's actually going to force it up, though, to respond mostly. They got a few MAC-10s, the Galils. Util looking pretty solid as well. Looks like they're going to go for an all-out long take here. CT's, though, not going to give them a chance at this point. Flashing straight past them already, taking down a couple. And the bomb's actually in their favor as well, so this has worked fantastically for the CTs right now. Could even get better as Brad takes down 1. Is going to be traded out by a bonk there. Cirquest, good to get it back though, and does leave it down to Stonepex there, or Da. Looks like Da is going to be holding the line right now. Trying to see if they can spot anyone. Flash going to be good to stop them in their tracks, however. And so it will be Da taken down. And round number 2 going down with it. The Roar have nothing to stop them.
2-0 start now as ANU still just back on pistols, working their way with some Tech-9s and a Pewter 50 as well. Looks like we're seeing more of a split approach here. Bomb stuck in spawn, but will be retrieved by Jish, as meanwhile Gibbs just pushing into lowers alongside his teammate Prad, able to find those 2 kills and secure that uppers control. But ANU, making their way around the other side, have got themselves some positioning into lowers. Barry Larry able to find that kill onto Prad, but will be swiftly traded out by Gibbs, now on with the 3K. Jish and DA still just left waiting passively, but UNSW doing anything but become passive, instead pushing up much further to find these kills. Jish able to find one back though.
Good beginning there for the T side. Even if they can't pull away with a round, at least they do come away with a couple of kills out of that one. So certainly going to be feeling rather confident heading into their buy round on round number 4 here. Looks like we are going to be seeing a full AK build come through. Lots of util to follow things up as well, so hopefully they can send someone back in here. CTs, though, are looking pretty confident themselves as we do press our way straight into this next one. Already, you can see the CTs just trying to cut them off with a few flashes, some smokes, fire, you name it, they've got it. And it seems they are not giving them an ounce of respect. Gibbs pushing through upper there with Prad, already takes down 2. 3 remain now, looking to venture their way up towards a short. They've got Min to worry about on the site, but Borbin has managed to take down the bomb carrier in the interim.
And now with the bomb dropped, it's going to make it a lot harder for ANU to be able to get themselves towards the side. Just Barry Larry left to try and fight against these CTs, but with this positioning, with them just completely circled around it, they're not able to find any damage here. And Forvin able to push through to find his third kill, will be able to net UNSW a fourth round. Now, this is looking a little bit scary here. UNSW, they're just able to push up so aggressively and find all of these kills. And, you know, you see that kind of CT aggression come out from a lot of teams, and you see just this kind of overreaching of map control. And often that gets very much so punished, but it's a bit of a red flag here now. ANU, they really just need to find some of these openers, try and shut them down, hold some angles, and just stop these pushes from coming forward. But so far, hasn't been able to come out. Now back on the pistols and SMGs. I see a bit of a mid-take here. Flash goes over as Gibbs peeks forward.
Good trades to come through there, though, favouring the T side, it would seem. Utility or not, does work out in favour of ANU eSports. CT is now left at a disadvantage slightly, but still do have the weapons behind them to try and put a stop to any manoeuvres the Ts might make. Speaking of which, there goes one and 3-on-3 now. The rest of the Ts looking to see if they can scrape things together through towards the B side instead, perhaps. They've already got a Dart just holding the tunnels position at the moment. So maybe they can look to work some magic towards B instead. Forvent, though, is going to be a deadly force they need to consider at the back of the B site. They don't have any utility to back it up either. They need to land at least one headshot here. If they can find Forvent, this round becomes so much easier, considering the other CTs are on the other side of the map. Speaking of which, there goes Forvent, already kicking things off strong, taking down two. Bonk, though, is going to be able to bonk Forvent on the head and send him packing, leaving us down to a 2-on-1 here. Bonk picks up an AK at least, and now trying to find another. Catches it. 5 HP, though, won't allow him to live. And it will be the side of UNSW Roar taking away round number 5 in their favor for a 5-0 start.
Bonk almost being able to clutch that back, making that 2 versus 1. Finding the gun certainly helping a lot. It's just, again, trying to defend against 2 different positions at once, certainly not an easy task. You can try and split apart those players, pick them off one by one, certainly works, but when they both swing you like that, it just becomes impossible. Still, though, very nice effort from ANU. Being able to get that bomb plant means they're able to get themselves this upper buy, and with Barry Larry finding that opening kill, certainly does put that buy to some use, but Pratt finding 2 kills back, definitely a little bit of a problem now for ANU. They've got that control over towards long, but with that CT pushed up all the way towards upper mid, it's going to be really difficult to just find a reopening. Luckily, Bonk able to find at least one over towards short, managing to find that kill on towards Gibbs. It's already fairly low, but just managing to find that extra bullet to finally pick him off and make it back towards a 3-on-3. Now ANU able to group up over towards the B site. They just need that extra player, and Forvin looking to take some players away from ANU, spotting Bonk over towards lowers.
Good way to kick things off in the round there. Just under a minute to go now for the T's, though. If Barry Larry can create a distraction towards the A site, might actually create the opening that they need onto B there for Da. Both players donning an AWP, though, does prove to put them in a rather difficult situation because it's imperative they hit those shots. Speaking of which, Prad hits their shot, now completely wipes out any sign of counter defense there from the T's. Speaking of which, Da, nice spot through middle, will be able to find the opening, get the plant down, sending us into a 2-on-1 now. Da trying to cut off a rotation through CT spawn here on Prad, while their teammate Cirquest ventures through the upper tunnels. Maybe they can find something out of this one, perhaps. But Da repositioning on the back of the platform does at least have eyes over the tunnel right now. Prad pushing through, though. Their teammate's gone, but it doesn't matter. Prad capitalizes, takes down the kill and the round now in favor of UNSW Roar. What a way to get it done there. Prad making such a heavy impact. 4 kills in the round, and they just keep going on their hot streak.
Yeah, Pride currently sitting at 99 ADR, but that's not even too much above the team's average. We're Min currently sitting at 130, Gibbs at 112. All of their players bar Cirquest are currently sitting up above 90 ADRs so far. Really doing a lot of damage, really just working together well as a team. No wonder they're currently up 6-0. And ANU, then they're going to need to find something quickly to respond. Going to be seeing just this typical kind of long take being done by UNSW, just getting that player into position and then falling back off over towards the A site. But ANU not really going to be pushing up over towards long again this time. Instead, just taking control part of the map. DA able to find that kill over towards mid, certainly lending some control. Barry Larry now able to find his way up over towards short as his opponent drops down towards CT. This might be a viable pathway for ANU to get him towards the A side. But Gibbs on the other side, still an ever-present danger.
The danger has only just begun here, Luther. We'll see what other dangers may lie ahead of them here. As Min is looking to hold things out towards long. The T's are looking to go for a split approach, though, two-pronged, if you will, through towards short, as well as the bedroom side of things. They do have Bonk on another angle, so maybe it's a three-pronged approach. Who knows? We'll see what kind of meaty pork strategy comes through, though. It seems Min, great shot down there. Catching the T's off guard on long. Does disorientate them temporarily. Cirquest doing a good job of it as well. Does push us now down to a 2-on-2 though. Bomb going to be well positioned towards the long side of things. So the CTs can just look to work together to hold control of that one. Looks like Forvins is at least going to be good to flash out though. Just trying to catch a bit more positioning there. The T's, they're now trying to play retake. The time is running out here. If the CTs can at least stay alive, they'll be good to keep this round in their favor. Speaking of which, Min doesn't even get spotted there. Shuts down both T's and will be able to take away round number 7 in favor of UNSW. So, they just continue to be unstoppable. And ANU, they're going to need a secret agent such as Danger right now to really get things going.
Just such a difficult position that ANU put in once that bomb was dropped over towards long with no time whatsoever. Well, hold that thought because Gibbs making an even more difficult situation out of ANU, managing to find not just one but 2 kills over towards uppers, dropping 2 of their players straight away. No trades in whatsoever. Just all going the way of Gibbs, managing to find everything there. And again, ANU now down players just backing away, not able to get any of this control as UNSW just continue overwhelming the entire map, just taking control everywhere. They've got these 2 players over towards mid. They've got 1 player ready to swing over towards lowers, and he does, managing to catch out Barry Larry. Got that player over towards short as well, as mid is completely shut out. And now it's all on Jish, sitting back over towards T-Spawn, but won't be there for long as Min just cleans up.
Yeah, seems they got the bucket and the mop there for this quite a wonderful round. We'll see what else it will come through out of this next one. Looks like ANU actually going to be picking up the Tech 9 game this time. Looking to just send it. Rush B no stop. We'll see if they can manage to prop something together. It's already a bit of fire and a grenade now in their way. Oh, Forvin. Look at that damage, mate. Just huge stuff. Might even find a little more. There it is. They're making it sore. They're going to have to disperse from the area, but whilst they spread out, they're being picked off one by one now. So it was good in theory, but ultimately it does come unwound and now leaves them in this 3-on-5.
That's just so unfortunate. They're losing those players early again. I mean, that HE, that's just absolutely huge UD being added to the scoreboard for Forvin. But now Forvin looking to add even more damage as well, just pushing up, holding W with no respect up over towards bedroom. At the very least, it is traded by DA, but still left alive in a 1 versus 3 position given away and no util to work with. DA is just going to have to swing here, but Gibbs is going to swing first and find that round number 9 for UNSW. Forvin, 262 damage with grenades apparently in that round. Absolutely massive stuff.
Jesus, Luther, that is intense, man. You got to be really feeling sore after that last one, but, you know, last one was an eco, this one's a full buy for the side of ANU. Maybe they can turn the tides here. See what they manage to master, as they do hold suicide at the moment. Great lineup there from Da. Does manage to shut down Brad. More could be found as well, as the rest of the T's linger around the A long position currently. Just biding their time, waiting to see if anyone's going to swing by. None of the CT is impatient enough to give away their position as yet. They can't afford to at this point, considering they're already a man down. If they lose one more, it could get even worse here. Still just going to hold on to this momentum at the moment. Cirquest rotating though through towards long could actually work out quite beneficially for them, considering they just had rifles before. As the T's seek to prepare for a long take, could get even better. Min goes down though, here they come.
And this is much stronger from ANU now with the man advantage, able to push out over towards A long. But that gap in the smoke is going to be costly for Vin, and Gibbs managing to find 3 kills total and drop the bomb behind Car. With the 2 players out of position, Jish and Bonk over towards that mid side of things. At least they are able to find that 1 player, but now Gibbs standing between them. They've still got 40 seconds left to work with, but Gibbs going to be able to swing out and Bonk caught with a flash out. He's not going to be able to get that pick. Gibbs able to rotate back around. He knows where that bomb is dropped and just has to hold on and wait them out. Jish now going to be spotted throwing that Molotov, will be shut down. Gibbs making it a one-on-one, certainly making it even more difficult for Bonk. Tries to flash over, not quite going to hit it. And now he's spotted out yet again. Gibbs just going for the rear peak, will go for the HE as well, which does a little bit of damage. More importantly, the time running away. Gibbs not even having to take this fight as Bonk just able to try and run up, but not going to be given anything to work with.
They got so close, but alas, they will be blown away there. UNSW completely commanding performance thus far in the series. ANU seemingly do still have at least 5 more opportunities, though, heading into this rest of the half here. Looks like they've already started off pretty good. Min taking a bit of damage, down to 74 there. Not going to be killed, but at least they do throw a pretty decent jab. Cirquest looking to push it middle now, however. Might find a T. Ooh, look at that one. Very nicely done by Cirquest. Looking, of course, distraction for Gibbs here. Might play off a flashbang, perhaps spots the head, sets them down. Already pounding through these T's one after the other so far. They've spotted another one, and they will manage to shut it down again. The T's do find a trade back, though, from Danger, but it's all going to be up to Dart now. 1-on-4 situation here, just posted up towards T-spawn, waiting outside bedroom in case somebody will push close by them. No one looking to get any closer as yet. Maybe now they will, though. Gibbs and co push through and do manage to take it. 2-man peak. One goes down, the other's good to trade it. And it will be an 11th round now in the favor of UNSW Roar.
I mean, so far, this is just looking absolutely brutal. UNSW really coming out to play, and especially just playing so aggressively, so upfront, and still just managing to take away these fights. It's just absolutely sending quite the message. Still, we did see a much more solid round from ANU on their last buy round when they were able to get up towards long. It's just that gap in the smoke that really cost them. They almost had that site and almost had that plant, and they have had some rounds where they've been able to get these plants down. But they just haven't been able to hold off a solid post plant and really just play defensively once they've gotten to that point, or really had the numbers. And now we're seeing something that is probably a lot smarter from them. We're just seeing them bide their time waiting for a pick to come towards them because they know how aggressive UNSW are. They almost find it in the form of 4Vent pushing up over towards an uppers angle. They do get the tag, but not quite the kill. Gibbs instead going to be able to find one of those for himself, managing to find Barry up towards top net.
Good beginning there for the CT side. Could be changed now, however. Min caught around the corner by Da. Lots of monstrous energy coming through from the T's, it would seem, to strike back hard and fast here. See what they will land through towards long, though. Cirquest with the Dak might be able to just send them off the side. He's lined up. There goes one. Surely no one else looks to blast past him, but it seems Vorban not going to give them a chance either. Completely wipes out the A side here, leaving the bomb down in no man's land and leaving it all down to Bonk in a 1-on-4 situation. He's placed through towards the B side, still clearing corners. No one's going to be there, though, so luckily for Bonk, they'll have a bit of reprieve from the horror show that happened in the round. We'll be able to potentially save out their AK, unless one of the CTs does find them, but I think they're pretty busy at the moment. They're, you know, shaking hands on the A site, looking to shake hands on the ramp there. Have a great time, just enjoying each other's company, aren't they, Luther? All smiles
really
all around.
Really just enjoying the company, shaking hands, and all of that friendly business. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yes.
UNSW Roar not being so friendly to their opponents, though. 12-0 lead and able to just find so many different things, so many opportunities to just frag out. Gibbs currently sitting 17-3, by the way, just in case you needed a bit of an update on where he's currently at. 135 ADR to go as well. And Cirquest yet again just going to be using this Dak to find another kill forward as Danger tries to push out over towards bedroom. We completely denied control, shut down. Barry Larry attempting to fight as well, but Cirquest just holding down W and finding these kills. Jish spotted by the barrel of his gun too, as the entirety of the CT side start pushing up over towards mid. Luckily, DA having the AWP to work with will be able to catch at least one back, maybe able to find another, but Gibbs pushing up nice and close. Will try to get him out, but won't quite be able to. DA now on for the ace, just needs his one more kill, and Min, his position spotted, will go down, and ANU will be able to pick up their first round thanks to a lovely AWP ace from DA.
At long last, they finally find something there, Luther. I'm sure that they are going to be absolutely thrilled with the result of that round there. This is only the beginning now, though, as we do head through to round number 14. Hopefully they can find something else here. Otherwise, it could be even more disastrous. Luckily for ANU, though, they at least start to get some kind of wind in their sails here. Looks like they're playing for a 4-1 strategy at the moment, though. Do have one lurking in the lower tunnels. The rest just looking to spread out throughout short as well as bedroom at the moment. So split A could be on the cards. Maybe even a bit of mid-control. Barry Larry looking to take point here. Does find Gibbs. Great start there for Vint. Remaining patient, though, not pushing any further to try and recover their teammate. At least it does keep their position tight and unknown for now, though. So, luckily, CTs don't lose any more players, but they might be soon, considering one of the Ts is getting pretty close up short right now. Can easily make a call for the rest of their team to push up closer. But, speaking of which, Forvent gets right up behind them and shuts that down quite quickly.
Another bomb rotating over towards mid. ANU not really committed to any site in particular, but maybe feeling that B is a viable option. Certainly looking that way, only Cirquest being the player currently sitting closest. Meanwhile, CT is very much showing presence over towards mid and A, with Forvin jumping out over towards short, managing to find a kill back over towards Danger. But in the meantime, ANU able to push up silently over towards the B site without even being noticed. The bomb seemingly just goes down like that. Cirquest still sitting on the outside, though. Will wait for his teammates. Forvin getting a little bit more aggressive, will be able to find Bonk as the Molotov, but burns him out of position. Now, Ish able to just spam that deagle away, but shot's not going to be landing. It's again on DA to try and find the kills, but that bomb being planted in a bit of an awkward spot. Will be able to find one, but Forvin's still sticking it. 10 seconds on the defuse, but will still not be spotted out, and he has no idea where he is. And he finds all the kills, but does not find the round.
My gosh, Dart there has just been so deadly. All throughout this one, 20 kills and 12 deaths at the moment, really going above and beyond for their team. Sure, they get every single CT down in the end, but UNSW, they managed to scrub it together. They managed to pick up round number 13, leaving us down to this very last one. Speaking of Dar, they're down to 50 already. Cirquest, great aggression. Could be caught by Bonk, though. Not looking for the right angle. Recovers in the end, though. Smothering together with one kill. The T is looking to find one straight back, though, considering they're already pushed up long. Do have a couple more, just managing to come straight behind them. Speaking of fire, though, there's going to be a lot more. Min and Pratt managed to line up a couple of trades there. And that's still going to be in their favor, but not for long. It seems it will all go down. And it will be Gibbs to clean up round number 15, taking us to a 14-1 scoreline in half-time point. And the pressure is going to be absolutely tremendous heading through towards the pistol round here for the side of ANU.
ANU down 1-14 on their map pick. They're going to need to find a time to bring it back, and well, it's never too late, even if you're down 1-14, but they're certainly going to try and just hold on against UNSW now on the T side, pushing straight out over towards B. Flashes and everything popping off, as does the smoke. Bonk going to be completely blinded, but still able to find 2 kills in the midst of all the chaos. Gives Min able to find 3 back, though. And that definitely does make things a little bit more difficult, especially as the last few players are spotted over towards mid. Gibbs finding one of those kills and attempting to clean up the other as the bomb goes down. Now Jish left by himself, just going to be backing away, not even wanting the fight to go towards him, but it will come to him anyway. Now, map point, UNSW Roar up 15-1, and their opponents absolutely no money in their bank to buy guns to stop them from taking what's next.
Let's see if they can manage it here. It seems that ANU, they're going to be bringing whatever they can at this point to force self to come through. Let's see if they have enough monstrous energy in order to string this one together, or whether UNSW Roar will be able to reign supreme here. Good start there. Does get traded quite quickly as well. Same could be said here. Now favoring the T side. Still going to be 2 remaining though. Ooh, cutting it close there. They do get a lot of damage, and Barry Larry capitalizes. Finds the damage even more so. Now down to Cirquest in a one-on-one situation here. Only has a Mac 10 in hand. Surely he can find a better weapon perhaps. He's going to be an MP9. Maybe a bit more controllable, you would think. Let's see what angle Barry Larry will be holding, though. It's the right one. Zerquest pushes straight into it, and just like that, Luther, it is going to be ANU recovering around. They are still alive. They're still fighting.
Auto Shotty doing absolute wonders. It seems like every single time you see that in the mix-up, just something comes of it, and well, there it is. Barry Larry able to pull off the 1 versus 4 to give ANU a second round win. But even still, not going to change the scoreline nor the score deficit. UNSW Roar, they've got the 4 spike here, but they're still looking deadly now, charging on towards the B site. Lose a few players, but do manage to eventually take control, and they should be able to get the bomb down. ANU, very much so quick on the retake, already pushing forth towards the site. At the very least, just sitting up over towards window and door, getting ready for their teammates to push through. One of them already up over towards the upper tunnel side, might be able to take out Cirquest here. That is if Danger doesn't himself. Danger able to find that one, and will continue pushing on towards the side to find Gibbs, but not able to find Pred, sitting in the back lines. Will get traded out, though, as ANU make the retake happen.
And just like that, we go again here, Luther. It will be ANU striking back with an iron fist right now. 15-3 scoreline has been secured, and it could go even further right here, right now, as we do send ourselves into round number 19. We are going to see the side of UNSW seemingly forcing up a few bits and pieces, and going to be backing themselves with a few pistols as well. Let's see if they can manage to culminate their power towards greatness here, as flashes already come through. Dark pulls through for 1. Gibbs able to trade it out twofold though. Cirquest good to find another, and the T's will be able to find a lot of pressure through towards the A side. Only going to be down to Bonk and Duh. Bonk trying to stop the cross there, gets a slither of damage, maybe a little more. Unfortunately not able to kill them off quite yet, but does find it eventually. Now going to be a 2-on-2 situation here. The CTs, they're waiting for that bomb tick. There it is. Does going for a swing.
And able to find the kill as he does so. Now Gibbs having to play in the back lines, and with the bomb, well, it's planted openly for long, so he should be able to spot it, and he's able to spot one of the kills as DA goes down. Now Bonk having to try and work around this. No kit on his body, does manage to pick up a flashbang, however, but is blinded by one himself as Gibbs tries to push out to find the kill. Bonk having to try and tap the bomb to bait out the swing here, but does it twice. Now actually going to be sticking onto it. Gibbs waiting a moment, but will be able to swing out and find the spray to find UNSW Roar, their 16th round, and the map of Dust 2 going their way.
What a way to get it done there, Luther. Certainly going to be happy with the way that that one went. What a great way to start it off there. And we'll see what else will come through as we head into our next one as well. But what a great way to get it done there, Luther. Definitely very impressed with how it's all shaped up so far. And who knows, maybe we'll have a bit more fun to come at you pretty soon as well. Whilst we do get things set up for our next map, however, we are just going to go to a short break. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a jiffy. Welcome back, everybody, to AEL Week 1 here for CSGO, as we do head straight into map number 2 of our Best of 2 series here between ANU and UNSW Roar. UNSW taking away the first one with flying colors, and are looking to do the same here. Let's see if they can do it, Luther.
UNSW going to be pushing straight out where Gibbs is just going to find 2 kills min, going to find a third, and that's the site completely clear. That's exactly what we've been seeing from UNSW thus far, just pushing forth, holding W, and, well, now they're at B, because why not? Viridian City stepping in for Cirquest in the second map is going to be able to find a kill over toward the mid. But Danger finally going to be able to find one back now left alive in the 1 versus 4. No armor, but is able to find another kill with that P250. That kit not going to come into use, though, as he is swiftly traded out, not even allowed to get anywhere near the bomb. As we see UNSW with a 1-0 start.
Great way to kick things off here for the side of UNSW. It seems that ANU not going to be forcing anything up really into this one. Only got a couple of HE grenades, as well as the dual Berettas there, the P250. Nothing else really being brought to the table this time. We'll see what they might be able to muster, though. Seems Gibbs has found a kill onto Bonk to kick things off there. Great start for the T side. Do still have one present around the corner. In Danger, though, speaking of which, Danger finds a headshot. Not going to find much else, however, as it will come down to a 2-on-4 situation. Both players are positioned far away from each other, one outside of the market, the other outside of Sniper's Nest. And speaking of Sniper's Nest, they have been contested and will go straight down to hell. Will be all up to Jish now, pushing through the B apartments, trying to find something towards the site. Not pushing too closely, however, but could be caught quite soon. Viridian does get the spot there. Jish still just trying to push through, still trying to get the headshots here. Forbin will be good to get the burst through towards the wood there, though, and does secure round number 2 in favor of UNSW.
UNSW now having to contend with the buy round of ANU as they finally get themselves some rifles. 5 M4A1Ss will be the case, as well as some flashes, some smokes, and HE and a Molotov. Not a huge amount of util, but definitely enough across the team to try and get the work done. Those flashes from the UNSW side certainly going to do a fair bit, as DA will go down straight away. Is able to at least trade for himself and find 1 kill before going down. Barry able to swing out as well and find another kill, not getting traded. Able to spot out min and fall back over towards short. So now the remainder of UNSW now have this mid control to work with, but definitely a lot of CT presence around it. As soon as they try to push into something, they certainly will be facing some danger. Jish will try and become that danger there, swinging out again into mid. Will be able to find Viridian, leaving it all down to 2.
2 players with a dream here, Forvent and Prad. Let's see if they can make some magic happen. CTs do have 2 players towards each site, so it does make it a bit more possible for the T's. Speaking of which, Forvent does find a complete possibility here, looking for another kill as well. Ooh, barely slips away there. Seemingly could find another angle. Yes, they will. They will get flanked out by Jish in the end there, though. Good setup by Prad to at least go for this bomb plant. Bit more money behind them. Even if they lose this one out, they still got a little consolation prize there. We'll see what Prad can do, though. The smoke can only last so long. A bit of fire comes out in front. Prad, good to take one down at the front. Does spot the shadow of the other. And just like that, UNSW Roar, they come roaring through. And we'll be able to take away round number 3 in their favor. 2-on-4, no problems. They get the job done, just like Bob the Builder.
And Prad absolutely just building up quite the resume of frags, if I do say so myself. Quite the archive there of highlight plays, as he's been just absolutely showing up in this series thus far. In that 1v2 there, just the fact that ANU, they didn't push together there was no trade off each other. He's able to isolate that into 2 1v1s and take each one of them out, and that's the unfortunate side. But DA able to find a Zeus, at least it does find some of that back with that 1 kill. And find a little highlight with that as well. Nin even typing pain into the chat. A little bit embarrassed as to what has gone down, but still, his team able to persevere and get that bomb planted.
UNSW persevering to get 1-on-2 situation for the CTs. No way. It's a 1-on-1 now. Viridian City. Pressure's on. Holding the firebox. Oh, Jish has got the molly. Oh, this is perfect. Will it cut off Viridian? No, it won't. Jish going to be caught and not looking the right way and does go down in the end. So, no matter how close it gets, UNSW Roar will be able to prevail once again here. Sending us through to round number 5. It will be ANU now. Full buy behind them. M4s are plenty. Orb to follow. And the util looking mighty fine. Let's see if they can manage to get a fine round ahead of them.
Unfortunate with that Molotov, if he just aimed it a little bit lower and gotten towards the back of default as opposed to firebox, he certainly would have had the positioning for that round. But even still, what ANU was able to get done with the pistols, certainly showing a lot of strength in that one, being able to force UNSW into the rebuys and weaken their economy. They're looking to try and weaken them a bit further here now that they've got a buy of their own DA with the AWP, and we've certainly seen what they are able to do with it. Surrounded by some M4s to work with and a whole heap of utility. DA able to use some of that utility over towards that window to try and prevent the jump from coming through. Meanwhile, Bonk trying to hold on as UNSW do take their control over towards that A-ramp position. Pratt even able to get a bit further up, pushing over towards stairs and managing to find that kill onto Jish. Will even be tapping away onto Danger, just sitting all the way back over towards Short. Now 3-on-2, still 2 players low on the UNSW side. Hit on Barry. They try to get their way into the retake, but Barry being spotted out, being naded out of position as well.
Things still looking quite competitive into this round as well, and it seems it's been made even more so by Dart there. 2-on-2, now down to 1. Vorvent trapped in the corner. Barry Larry is not checking. No! Vorvent!
Oh no.
Oh, this is huge! He doesn't know. He just needs to wait for the teammate here. He spotted him. He gets the kill. He knows where Barry Larry is. He's trying to send it. Barry Larry, he might just be able to do it. Oh my gosh, he's done it. Vorvent, he's not quick enough. ANU eSports, take away their first. Vorvent, no!
Oh my god. What a way for that round to go out of all possible scenarios. Certainly not Vorvent letting the enemy run past, but still not able to get the diffuser off the bomb in time. That's certainly not being the way that I expected it to go, but hey, that's the way it did go. Counter-Strike can be kind of like that sometimes. Very unpredictable. But Viridian trying to predict what his opponents are doing here, managing to find one of them in DA, and almost trying to transfer over towards that second in Jish, playing over towards that con angle. Vorvent instead will be able to take out the player over towards the A side as the team once again advances. Jish getting naded out as well. That HE landing right on target. As UNSW roll all their way out over towards the side.
Yes, it seems they're angry after that last one, and they are coming through full swing here. Now taking out player after player, all going to be on Danger, and Danger is sent straight back to the manger here. 1-5 scoreline now in favor of UNSW Roar. They will hit the economic reset button as well. Let's see which part of the map the T's do try to roll their way through now. CTs still have potential behind them, however. They've got the pistols, you know, maybe they can find a kill or two here. It seems the T's are going to be gearing up towards a B take though. And most of the CTs, they're on A right now, so I would be scared if I'm Danger right here.
Absolutely would be, but Danger's still looking to try and hold them off. We'll be running towards the back of the side as the push comes through. Pride able to find him, and able to find a second as well as DA attempts to swing out the doorway, but will be denied. Jish trying to do the very same, but Prad just on a mission here to find all of these kills. Will even smoke the Molotov to be able to push it forth to find even more of them. Vorvent able to find that one in the end as they just run through. Just find that lucky bullet on towards the head. Viridian able to clean up as well as UNSW just running out onto these sites, finding everything. Bomb plant, all the kills, everything they could possibly want going their way as they extend their lead now 6-1.
Great beginning there for the UNSW side, but alas, ANU now going to be good to get a full buy behind them. Do have M4s aplenty, AWP as well. Util looking pretty solid. We'll see just how long it is going to keep this round going, however. Seems the T's are looking to get up close and personal already, and nading Dar out of position there. Vorvent able to advance onto one. Dar goes down. Another one bites the dust. It's Barry Larry. The CT is completely just caught and confused here. Bonk at least does manage to find their footing and take down 2. It's all going to be up to the one and only Danger, but alas, they will be sent packing on a highway to the danger zone. And it will be 1-7 now, secured by UNSW Roar. ANU, at least they still have a decent amount of money. It's not enough to get a significant buy through, but at least it's something.
At least they're able to piece something together, even if it's just some pistols and an SMG. But hey, look, we've seen what they've been able to do with that. They were able to win that round before they were able to take, or rather, they were able to win a round or get close to it with pistols before. Now, maybe they can do the same, although it is made a bit more difficult by DA going down on the A site. Unable to defend against the bomb plant. It will go down. The Bong able to find a kill just using the gap in those 2 smokes and managing it to find that shot. Barry Larry also hitting a very nice one-tap with the Deagle. Is able to pick up an AK for his efforts and push forth with it. Will land the spray onto Min as he does so, but Gibbs there for the refrag as he pushes past that angle. Meanwhile, Jish pushing behind. Will try to hit that shot. Doesn't get it in 1, but does get it in 3. Now left all down to 4Vint. He's just going to swing out and find both of those heads. Knowing where both those players are, just a piece of cake. Still, so much damage being done by ANU. Finding 4 kills there, absolutely still a show of strength. But either way, UNSW able to take round number 8.
Nice way to close it out there. ANU eSports now going to be coming to you live with full weapons behind them once again, though. Let's see if they can manage to find their mark here. Manage to ignite the spark before them. 4Vint looking to do a bit of the same, though. Loving this lurk while the rest of their team unites over towards A. Already doing a bit of damage onto Jish. And speaking of, Danger and Bonk have fallen. Now the rest of the teams are looking to find a few more fallen players towards the back of the side here. Jish still trying to peek towards stairs. Gets spotted, though, and goes down. All seems to be plummeting around them for the CT side here. 2 players remain right now. One towards T-spawn, the other in CT spawn. Let's see which one will be caught out first here. It's going to be Dar with the flick of the wrist there from Viridian. Barry Larry getting closer and closer to Min now. Looking to take a more elevated angle. Might be able to catch him. Let's see if he can push around the corner and do it. No, so close, yet so far. 10 HP, but alas, Min will be able to get away with that one, and it will be UNSW Roar taking away round number 9 in their favor. ANU eSports are still going to have some good money with the max loss bonus, though, so another buy mostly comes out before us.
Yeah, I mean, it can be very difficult to deal with that CT economy, so having that max loss bonus at least does make it a little bit more bearable, but still very much so rough when they're just not able to get these buy rounds up and running for them. When UNSW has 3 of their players above 10k, it certainly seems as if there's a bit of an imbalance as far as economy goes. UNSW going to try and take this side yet again over towards B. Barry Larry able to find the opener, but will be swiftly traded by Gibbs. No one else playing directly on the side. There's not going to be an immediate response to that kill going down. 4Vint able to get this bomb plant now and set it up into a 4v4 retake scenario for ANU. It's still going to be rather difficult to spot out these Ts, especially with Viridian just playing around with this AWP angle. Might be able to spot the player coming over towards that short side of things. Meanwhile, Gibb having the other side absolutely down pat. Able to find that 1 kill onto Danger as Jish also pushes and falls. 4Vint finding a 2nd kill, just peeking towards Bonk, and will be able to spot a 3rd, just jumping in the air and managing to land that spray somehow. Now UNSW on double digits, 10-1.
Great little beginning there, double digits gained. Now only 4 more opportunities remain for both sides to score a few more points into this one. ANU, ideal scoreline for them is 5-10. Let's see if they can manage to find 4 rounds in a row, though, because it's already proven to be difficult for them. And UNSW Roar aren't looking to give any leeway towards the rest of this round, or let alone a game as well. Looks like they are going to be kicking things off towards the A side again, though. Good flashes to come through there, trying to cut off the angles. Barry Larry looking for one of their own. We'll be able to at least get some little bits of damage through. But speaking of damage, Jish comes through with a lot. does send us through to a 2-on-2 here already, and good to at least trade it back. What else can they look to bring now, though, Luther?
Well, they're looking to try and bring the pain, and Viridian certainly doing so with that AWP, almost able to land the shot back on towards DA, who does have that bomb in their control. Viridian not getting spotted as they cross back over, though. Able to make that short jump from window and get into that advanced position does make it a bit more difficult. DA not knowing where these shots are coming from, thinking maybe it's coming over from short, but Viridian almost nodding his head no there. Viridian still having to work out his plan of attack. Will drop his AWP for an M4 and throw a few smokes out. Manages to pick up one on the way, but none of them really coming in necessary as DA, attempting to reposition, gets caught out.
Good little setup coming out from Viridian towards the end there. You know, setting out that initial smoke and a slightly delayed, then putting another one right behind it. Really covering their tracks quite well, and they do manage to catch the CT player swinging through towards Firebox, which does result in the round for them. So a great way to close it out there. We'll see if they can continue that energy on the mostly eco round from the CT side here and now, as it looks like the T's already are stacking themselves up to get through towards the window position whilst shooting each other, it would seem. Pratt, I think, taking a bit of team damage there off attempted no-scope for the T side. So a little bit difficult, but speaking of difficult, Danger goes down and Jish to follow. So it seems the difficulties for the CT sides only continuing to grow here. 2 players remain now in Barry Larry as well as Dar, and they're trying to stab Dar at the moment. 6 HP, another one going through. He's going to get naded out. Oh boy. The T's, you can tell they're just having fun with it at the moment, Luther. Barry Larry, he's taking this very seriously, though.
What am I watching? The absolute scenes coming out of this one. Trying to go for the knife, ending up getting the team kill by Molotov, and then finally finding it with the HE. I mean, that's just peak Counter-Strike right there. I don't think I've seen a better round myself, but round still not over as Barry Larry up in the 1 versus 2. Bomb now finally going down at the hands of Prad. Min there in con to try and back them up. Quick flash will go forward as Min does attempt to swing over towards mid. But Barry Larry going to be pushing ahead of that instead, making his way up over towards that mid area now, moved on towards the side. Prad just going to be throwing that Molotov onto the bomb early, but not quite necessary as mid able to turn around and just catch him out there, managing to find the perfect angle to spot him off the bomb. Now 12-1, UNSW Roar again just charging forward, finding all of this with all their might. Forvit currently sitting up 18-5, leading the score for their team. 119 ADR so far. 2 other players above 100 ADR as well, as UNSW Roar really just bringing the pain tonight.
There's more pain to come as well, Luther, as they do spot Jish under Palace there. Great opening now, spotting the stairs player as well. They've taken down Bonk. Luckily, Dar's still going to be there towards ET Spawn. Does catch one back. Caught by a flash, though. They're down in the banks as well. Now already down to a 4-on-2 situation. Turning rather 2-1. And it will be up to Barry Larry in middle, who has just been spotted by Forbin. He's going to be B-hopping his way through with a knife, or no, he's opted for the gun instead. I was a little worried there. We might see a bit of a Foon moment, a bit of lol you know, just having the hops come through there, maybe straight into a knife kill, but not today. Forvent taking the much safer approach, it would seem. No meme-worthy kills this time, Luther. Not today.
No meme-worthy kills,
maybe tomorrow.
Indeed. Maybe. I mean, with the way things are going at the moment, UNSW certainly have a lot of those rounds ahead of them. So if they want to just try and go for some of these highlight plays, go for some of these more meme kills, I mean, they're certainly in a position to try and do so. Instead, they're just going to be pushing out again over towards the B site with the same sort of exec we've seen from them before. But this time, Danger able to find 2 kills and stay alive on the site. Barry Larry does go down and the rotate comes through. Now finally Danger going down, as do his teammates. Gibbs just holding on to that market angle, on for the ace here. Jish left last man standing over towards that short angle. Hasn't been spotted out yet. UNSW have no idea where this final player would remain. Gibbs very much so keen to get that kill if he's able to. Viridian just going to be watching over with that AWP as Jish trying to push out, will actually catch the no-scope to his face.
And sends that round through to outer space. There will be a 1-14 scoreline here now, Luther. UNSW 2 away from potential glory, a 2-0 in their favor if they take away these next 2 rounds. We'll see what will come out of it though, because ANU, they still got a bit of fight in them. Who knows what could happen here. Looks like UNSW just trading out skins in spawn, I think. Got a couple of gunslingers, so not too shabby. Looks like ANU, though, they're looking to position for an A-take here. Flash is already coming out. They're ready to swing. They're ready to go for it, and here they come.
Min being dropped for Julies with Kevlar as well. Teammate buying him for him, but he's only able to get one with those 2 pistols there. Viridian able to clean up a bit with his, though, as does Prad, and Forvin with his Julies managed to find 1 kill there. As now UNSW Roar up on match point here, 15-1, looking to try and take away that 2-0 scoreline for the evening if they're able to. They're just 1 round away from an ANU. Going to be buying up whatever they have here, but it's not going to be quite a strong buy to fend them off this. Deagles and Mac 10s to work with. They have to get it done.
Let's see if they can do it here and now as the CTs push up rather close on the A ramp. Could be spotting some Ts very, very soon. Speaking of which, they do go for a bit of a swing, but ultimately bounce straight back. The T is playing very, very cautiously at the moment. But speaking of caution, they will have some more exercised as they do get spotted towards middle. Gibbs goes for the Pro 90 shot, does manage to send 1 pack, and another one, oh, so close to being sent as well, and will go down eventually. Jish at least good to trade back alongside Bonk there. Now creates an opening through towards the A site instead. They've still got Gibbs to consider towards the connector position. Speaking of which, though, the T's go for him. They do send him. It's all going to be on Forvent now, pushing up from short. The T's, they can work together in this one. Granted, though, Forvent does have the AUG in hand, so it could still be quite the difficult scenario. But speaking of which, Forvent, he's going for a full swing strategy this time. The T's going to try and get the bomb down, but little do they realize, Forvent's actually in T-spawn. Oh, Jish. Oh, no, he could find him, Luther.
Does indeed find him. Just going to be hearing the jump around. Forvent just going to be waiting for a second over towards a main. Now he starts to push out. Not sure where this player is going to be, but still being ever so cautious. Bonk sitting around the corner will be able to find him, however. And that is going to be that. ANU able to find 1 more round as it looks so dire, looks so rough. But Bonk just being in that one angle where Forvent didn't think to check. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes these sort of things come up, you know. You think there's so many places where this other player can be sitting, surely he's not there, and you kind of just assume something's clear, but, well, obviously it was not. Now UNSW down towards Deagles and 5-7s. Only a single flash in the hands of Viridian. We'll see what exactly they're able to get done. Flash is going to go towards the top mid where Barry Larry will reside. Meanwhile, kills being found off camera do put it into a 2-on-2 situation. UNSW Roar able to find 3 kills here, but lose 3 players simultaneously.
2-on-2 does make it quite possible for both sides to pull away with this one. T's at least going to be comfortable with the fact that they've got weapons in their favor, but now the CTs, they got weapons too, Luther. This round actually getting a lot more equal. Looks like Prad's got a flashbang to come through as well. Just trying to clear out CT spawn at the moment. Nobody there, but, you know, at least they can go through towards the B site with a bit more comfort behind them. Speaking of comfort, though, the T's looking to make sure it's as uncomfortable as possible as they do push their way towards B. Viridian City, good to hold. Posted up right now, trying to search for one. Oh, pulls away from the angle, swings onto the other. Danger's gone. It's all going to be up to Barry Larry now. 1-on-2 situation here. Prad gets it done in the end, though. And that will be a 16-2 in favor of UNSW Roar. They will take away the series 16-2 and 2-0 overall.
What an absolutely massive effort from UNSW Roar. We definitely saw quite a few rounds there where ANU were able to spring to life and find some things, but UNSW Roar overall just absolutely showing up and showing that they want to be the team that everyone's got their eyes on here in the Uni League. That is going to be a very nice 2-0 result going their way, one of which they certainly should be quite happy with. But I'll tell you what makes me quite happy, Matt. Our lovely, lovely sponsors here at the AEL.
Yeah, definitely a big shout out to all of our lovely sponsors there. We do have Predator. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming today. Predator are the gaming PC partner of the AEL. Conquer new worlds with Predator Gaming. Predator puts power and precision in your hands. Elevate your gaming experience in every way with quality and performance thanks to Predator. We do also have another wonderful sponsor here this evening, though. It is going to be AOC, the best viewing experience. AOC is the global leader in monitor display technology. For more than 50 years, AOC has delivered an exceptional viewing experience to millions of loyal customers worldwide. And today, the company offers a wide selection of stylish monitors for home, office, or gaming. So definitely a big shout out to them as well. But that's not all, guys. We've also got Rig. Big shout out to Rig, what it takes to win. Rig develops headsets delivering superior audio for competitive gamers and streamers at all levels. Join the Rig team and enhance your gaming experience today.
Yeah, big shout outs, of course, to Predator, AOC, and Rig for helping sponsor and helping make all of this possible. With the AEL University League, of course. It's an absolute pleasure casting for you tonight. If you've enjoyed the cast, make sure to follow us on social media at Matsy123 for Matt, or for myself at It's2SBS for me on Twitter. But that's going to be it for us. Any final thoughts, Matt?
Big shout out to the teams for putting on one hell of a show there. UNSW Roar really showing that they're coming into the season with a lot of firepower. ANU unfortunately falling short there, but, maybe that won't be the last we see of them. I think, they've got a few things to reflect on after this matchup, but maybe we see a little more from them heading into the future. Regardless, though, it's been a wonderful evening of casting, and I can't wait to see more of what the AEL brings heading into the rest of the first season of 2022. Regardless, though, guys, that is going to be all from us for this evening. We do want to say a big shout out to the teams for putting on one hell of a show, as always. To everyone viewing at home as well for coming along to see their favorite players and teams do the very best they can. And a big shout out to all of our lovely sponsors as well as our admin team as well. But that's going to be all from us for this evening, guys. So until next time, peace out.